coming back to school with me. We could have done it all so easily.
Hi, I'm Craig Thompson-Wood, board game teacher, here with Teaching with Board Games. And what I'm doing today, on this beautiful day outside, is I'm actually enjoying the outside. And I have been enjoying the outside for the past week or so now because I've been doing some research for this channel to teach you, to tell you about Pokémon GO. Now Pokémon GO came out a year or two ago, and when it first came out, it was an incredible response to it. So let me tell you a little bit about it. So first off, the reason I'm mentioning on this channel, I'm talking about teaching with board games, and this isn't a board game at all. It's an app that's on your phone. And what it's doing is it's applying gamification principles. So gamification, once again, is where you're applying game-like elements to something that's not a game. So for example, you're having experience points, you're leveling up, you are doing little battles, you're collecting things, there's different rewards. There's all kinds of different things happening in Pokemon GO that would be happening in maybe like a game like Warcraft or something. And in this way, it's gamifying the experience. Now, what it's actually, when you boil it right down, to my mind, what it's gamifying is just going out for walks. Because so much of Pokemon GO is encouraging your kids to get out of the house, go for walks, and just visit the different Pokestops, find different Pokemons and collect them, and all kinds of different things you can do while you're outside. So in looking at the report card for Pokemon GO, the number of players I can't really give an answer to because Pokemon GO incorporates like millions of players all over the world, but you're going to need one phone or one device per player. So if your family can afford to have multiple devices for the multiple players in the home, then they can all go and do it together. And there is certainly a lot of cooperative things that you could be doing to help each other out to play together in the game. So it does encourage that cooperation amongst family members. Hopefully you'll all join the same gym. For learning, I'm going to give the game an A. I think there's so much potential learning in this game that makes it really awesome. I mean, so much reading that you're doing as different screens pop up and different characters are asking you to do different things for them. You're reading about the different things you need to do to achieve different goals and things. There is, and I find too, like when I was looking up things, I'm like, okay, well, how does this matter and how does this work? I found I was doing a lot of research and also asking and researching about, well, if I'm trying to battle this type of, pardon me, there seems to be some I think they found a really rare Pokemon out there somewhere. But the researching what type of Pokemon does best against this type of Pokemon. So if I'm fighting a fire Pokemon, which type of Pokemon should I bring to the battle to increase my chances of success? That kind of thing. So just it really incentivizes a lot of research. For fun, I'm giving the game an A+. I just think this game is a lot of fun. I'm constantly checking my phone, I'm looking at things, I'm seeing different things that are happening. Oh, there's a Pokemon I've never seen before, I want to catch that one. Maybe there's one of my favorite Pokemons, I want to catch that one. It just has so many different levels to the game of different things you can do between the battles, the collecting, the walking, the visiting different stops, the searching for achievements, the raid battles. There's just all sorts of different things you could be doing that's just going to keep different people interested in different ways and just keep you, when you get tired of doing it one way, you can try doing something else, focusing on a different aspect of the game. It's just a lot of fun there. For time, A+. This is the kind of game you can do whenever. You have a few minutes. Oh, hey, I've got a few minutes. Do you mind if I just run to the park? I want to go, get a couple Pokeballs at the Pokestop. I want to, going somewhere, we'll just take your phone, you're looking and you're catching Pokemon along the way in between time. It's a great way to do things and to involve yourself and to stay busy for whatever time that you have. And there may be time limitations if you're doing like a raid. They only happen at certain times in certain places. So if you can't make the raid, you don't make the raid. But that's not the end of the world. Certainly plenty of things you could be doing during any times that you have, so A+. For cost, I'm going to give the game an A. Now you may think it's interesting that I give the game an A when it doesn't cost anything. Well, it doesn't cost anything to load it, and it's certainly to play it. As you're playing it, you don't ever have to pay another cent as you're playing it. There's lots of things you could be doing, like when you run out of Pokeballs to catch the Pokemon, you just go visit a Pokestop, you get more for free. They give you potions for free and eggs for free and all kinds of different things that you can be doing without paying a cent ever. But they certainly do have lots of ways of incentivizing you to pay money for things. If you want to upgrade things or you want to get better things, or there is ways to pay money to upgrade. It's exactly like Fortnite. Fortnite, you don't have to pay anything to play it. You can download the game and just use the skins and stuff they give you, and that's it. But if you want to get upgrades and more things, more skins, more different, I don't know about Fortnite, but definitely these games have ways of hooking you in, and they certainly have ways to monetize their game. And if you want to spend money, you can, But overall, the game is completely free, so it's completely up to you how much you want to pay, if anything at all. So one thing to think about Pokemon, like I know some parents are going to be concerned about the safety concerns about my kid going out, wandering all over the place, chasing down these Pokemon. Well, you have to think, first off, I mean, the Pokemon are going to be everywhere. I mean, so they don't have to go wandering off to a particular place to find Pokemon. There is incentive to go to places where they're going to have what are called Pokestops. And the Pokestops, you can see in the picture here, are these things, and when you visit them, you spin the Pokestop and it gives you free Pokeballs, can give you eggs or potions to help your Pokemon, stuff like that. And so you want to go see those. And there's also gyms, and the gyms will also, where you can do battles, and you can, you know, fight for your team to make sure that they're in control of the gym, and you can also get free stuff from the gym, and you do raids at the gym. But wherever you find Pokestops and wherever you find gyms, you're going to be in a very public area. They are never going to be in some dark alley somewhere. They're never going to be in some, you know, weird corner of the neighborhood. They're going to be in public areas. I mean, look at this picture I took from my phone today when I was out, and this is like by my place. There's a nice park with a path. And you can see it's just clustered with Pokestops in a gym, and then right along the whole path there's a series of Pokestops. So really what it's doing, incentivizing people to go on a nice walk through that area and collect on the Poke items and things along your way. So they've done a really good job in terms of making sure that what you're doing is safe. And they're always giving you those warnings too, like don't always watch where you're going, don't be staring at your screen while you're looking for things while you're playing the game. So, and also, I've also noticed as well that one time when I was at a busy intersection, there was 0 Pokemon in the area. And I think that's a very clever move on their part too, so that when you get to those busy areas, the kids are not going to be looking at the screen looking for the Pokemon, because they're not going to be any. So they have made it so that you have to make sure that you are away from the busiest intersections in order to find the Pokemon. And to go to the Pokestops and the gyms, those are going to be, again, public areas like parks. So if you're looking for ways to motivate kids to get out and enjoy the fresh outdoors, to do things to motivate them to walk at some physical activity, get them off the couch, get them off the video games and stuff at home, get them away from the television set. I mean, sure, they're still having screen time because they're doing this game as they walk around, but this game has so much potential. It is so amazing because it really does. I find myself now, like I've just been playing, like I said, for like a week. I'm already thinking like, maybe I should just make a quick run to the park and I'll just go, you know, load up on the Pokestops and check this out. I made a special trip to the park today because I wanted to see a raid and how a raid works, where there's a very powerful Pokemon and you have to get like a whole bunch of people together to try and take it down. Unfortunately, I was the only one who attended the raid, and you know, even with my Pokemon, I didn't even come close. Like I took maybe like a tenth of the damage off the Pokemon in order to subdue it, so it was not for me. But there's great rewards if you do, and so this is again where you can maybe get a bunch of friends together and team up against this, and then you can all reap the rewards of having beaten that legendary Pokemon. So there's just so much good fun to have in this game, and I really think that it can be a great way to motivate kids. You know, how do you motivate a kid to go for a walk? You tell them, go play outside. I mean, some kids will do that and they kind of just mope around outside and miss their video games, but at least this way what you're doing, you're giving them a chance to still play a game outside. And as I say, the gamification of walking. Great thing too, actually, is what I mentioned about that is you can collect these eggs, and the eggs only hatch, you put them inside an incubator, and the way to get the egg to hatch is it will hatch after so many kilometers have been walked. And this isn't just, I'm going to jiggle my phone and that'll count as steps. This is actually, it's looking at your distance. There's a GPS tracker on the Pokemon GO system which notes how far you've actually moved. And you have to note too that it's not going to allow you to just get in a car and go. It senses if you're going too fast, and it's not going to give you the kilometers traveled if you're in a car or probably even a bicycle. I haven't ridden a bicycle since I've been playing this, but it's looking for walking distance. So that's really something to keep in mind as well. And that's going to wrap it up for today's episode about Pokemon GO. As I say, it is a great way to motivate some of these kids to get out there and enjoy the fresh outdoors and go for walks, gamifying the whole walking experience. But if you're trying to get a way to get them to do it, this is a way to do it. It doesn't have to cost you a cent, and it's a lot of fun. Well, until next time, I'm Craig Thompson-Wood saying thanks for coming to the classroom.
Are you coming back to school with me?